Hi, I just need to make a report, pretty please.
Okay, what is it regarding?
My husband said he would shoot me and my children
Okay, when did this occur?
in July.
Said anything about it recently?
No, my lawyer told me I should report it, though.
Do you guys
July
live
was
together?
the last time, and no, because I ran away from him.
So
What city
did this occur in?
In Provo.
And what's the address of your house?
That's Provo, Utah, 84606. Yes.
And what was your name? Your date of birth? I'll get this put in and have an officer give you a phone call to this phone number, okay?
Okay. Is that how, then would I finish the report with him and give him
Yep.
more details and stuff?
Yeah, he'll take all your details. He or she, whoever calls you.
Okay. Okay. Do you know how long they usually take, just so I keep my ringer on?
No, because sometimes they have to respond to emergencies first, so it's just whoever's available next. It doesn't look like they're too busy right now, so it might not be very long. But I don't have a time frame for you. And is the best number to reach you at?
Yes.
All right, I got this put in. They'll be giving you a call. It might come from a blocked or restricted number, so just be on the lookout for that, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Hello?
Hi, is this Victoria?
Yes.
Hi, Victoria. This is Officer Teeples with Provo Police. Just following up on a call in for your husband.
Yeah, thank you for calling me. You're so fast.
Good. I'm just double checking your husband. What was his first name?
Saracen Vincent?
Okay. Are you with him now?
No, I ran away from him in July after he told me he was going to shoot me and our children.
Okay. Are you currently at your home address?
Yeah, that's my old address.
Your old address?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get an updated address for you? Can you tell me a little bit more about the situation in July?
Yeah. My husband has like this uncontrollable anger, and it's been building up significantly since February. And in July, he told me that he was going to shoot both of our daughters, make me dig their grave and bury them, and then he was going to shoot me on top of their grave.
Okay. This happened in Orem?
In the home that we shared in Provo.
I see. So this happened in Provo, but you're currently living in Denny?
Right.
Okay. Do you have, let's see, what are your kids' names? And are they in your custody?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just look up some information. Can I put you on hold really quick?
Yes.
Okay. So this incident, this is all over custody.
Oh, what's the right thing to do, Liz?
Okay.
And I told my lawyer, and she told me that it's reportable.
I have a call about something in May. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, in May, I was scared that my husband was going to hurt us also then, because he kept saying things like, the world is cursed, we all would be better off not here. And he has extreme anger. He owned 2 firearms at the time he was unemployed. And I was very scared of him then also.
Okay.
So that night in May, me and my children slept at a hotel instead of going home.
Okay. So, interesting enough, actually, your husband, he contacted us about a few days ago, and I actually been trying to find you, so it's interesting that you called me today, because none of the phone numbers or addresses I had for you were on file, but are you aware of a court-ordered temporary custody order that he, applied for and it was granted?
Yeah, me and the lawyer are going to we have a hearing on Monday.
But you're aware of that?
Yes, me and the lawyer are planning on it on Monday.
Okay, well.
And we're meeting with the commissioner then to talk about the custody and the temporary restraining order and everything that's going on in court right now.
Okay. Okay, well, as far as the incident that happened in July, I will have to call and talk to him about it as well. And if something comes up, I can refer him on charges.
Okay, what does that mean?
Basically, I'll just file a report with your statement, and then I'll get his statements. And then if it's a chargeable offense, he would just be referred on charges, and they would serve him, like a constable would serve him paperwork, and he'd have to go and get that sorted out in court as well on the threats of violence.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have any protective orders against him, like currently?
No, that's what's going to be in play with court on Monday.
On Monday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And may I also add a few other instances of his anger to the report?
Sure.
I'd also like to mention that he's broken cell phones and he throws them out of anger. And when our children were babies, they were about 3 months old, he broke his sunglasses in his hands because he couldn't stand their crying. And when our children were between 1 and 3 months old, he started throwing things down the hall in our home. And that resulted in him breaking alarm clocks, and behavior like that continued during the first 3 years of their life.
Okay. Are you able to send me like an email with all of this in writing that I can add to my report?
Yes.
Okay. You can just type up all of the instances, and then if you were to go to court later, they could use that report as well and determine custody arrangements if that's the case as well. But at least it'll be in writing and it's from you. It'll be just a voluntary statement.
Let me find my pen. Just a minute. Okay. What's your email address?
What's my email?
Yeah, you need me to email you the statement, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So
.gov.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then just detail time frames, and then what happened as best you can, and then of course what happened in July is the big one, and then if anything comes to light before then, you can also write it out.
Okay.
Has he tried to contact you at all, like on the phone or in person?
His lawyer emailed me the custody things last week.
Okay. All right. But he hasn't messaged you personally?
I'll have to double check. I just noticed the lawyer paper last week, and then I retained a lawyer, and now we have a hearing on Monday.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Well, if you want to just send over that statement, I can get that report in, and then we can go from there.
Okay. And let's see. Can you give me 1 moment? Let me just write this real quick. 1 moment. Oh, is there a report number I can write down?
Yes, it's going to be.
Controlling that. But do you by chance have the report number from May?
I do.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Do you need anything else?
Yes, I'd also like to mention one more thing.
Okay.
Peaview is a great mailing address for me, and my lawyer told me not to give away my home address right now until a protective order is in place.
Okay.
So just so that I'm transparent with you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. You have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. At least that we know Victoria was alive and well in October after the disappearance, which should answer some questions for people that have accused you of really horrific things online.
Yeah.
Those suggestions that maybe you might be responsible for your family's disappearance.
Yeah. It's not something, that I would want someone to experience. It's.
She does actually say that your anger issues started in February. So that's interesting because that's when you started your medication. How the next court hearings worked, because she acknowledges in this recording that she's aware of court hearings. She actually says that she had planned on either sending an attorney. I don't know if that's the case that you talked about. But she also says that she is working on getting a restraining order against you. Is that right?
Hmm.
Did
That's
you
right.
in fact get that restraining order?
No, no, there's been no orders at all other than what have come, I guess from my side of things. She never appeared in any court hearings at all for the restraining orders, the injunction, or the divorce. She's never appeared.
So, other than the attorney showing up that day and saying he had just been fired by her,
Mm,
her or no representatives of hers have been to court or have been involved in the legal system in trying to work with what's going on.
right. Yeah.
This point, so at this point, you have full custody, and you're trying to find your daughters who are just they're 7 now. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, they're really active. They're active. They love to be outside. They love to play. Amelia is like my wild child is kind of what I call her because she's like she'll come back from inside and there'll be like sticks and rocks in her hair that we'll have to take out, and then Sophia is a little bit more studious, but they both just love they love to be active. There was like an almost year-long period of time when they were pretty much only walking on all fours while they would pretend to be cats and dogs and different things. Yeah, they're very smart, very bright. I feel like they kind of light up a room. I think every parent maybe thinks that, but like I really think that that they light up a room and that they're the most beautiful girls in the world. And yeah, just smart, full of life, vibrant, happy kids. Yeah.
Happy girls, happy girls. So, what is life supposed to look like for them right now? What would they normally be doing in everyday activities if they were home?
They'd be going, they'd be school. Would they be school? We homeschooled them. I don't know if that was going to be how it was long term. That's just what we decided to do for the first little bit because they were wild. They learned better if we could, teach them more actively and outside. They have friends, in the neighborhood that they'd be playing with. They'd be going to church and they have friends there that miss them and wonder about them, ask me about them. They'd still be swimming and in gymnastics class. I think they would just continue to thrive and be really active and grow and yeah.
Because you mentioned church, um, it did remind me of a lot of comments that I've seen online and questions because you happen to live in Utah. Does religion play any part here?
No, we are not Mormon, and so that doesn't play a part in this at all.
What is the most likely outcome if Victoria were to go to court? Was she going to be in any trouble?
If things continue the way that they are, yes, which is not something that I would like to happen, to be honest. I think she needs help. Um, but I wouldn't want my daughters to be without a mom any more than I want them to be without me, without their dad. My hope, even now and or whenever I see them again, is that we can go forward like mature adults and to figure out a custodial arrangement that makes sense and that's safe for them. And the way things are right now is deeply traumatizing to children, and it's not the right way to go about things. And I'm remembering during one of the hearings when the commissioner said, "Well, I would really like to hear Victoria's side of the story," and my attorney and I were both like, "Yeah, so would we." So there are avenues and of ways of fixing this and of everyone being, okay, that I think is the best way. But as things progress and more laws are being broken, some of that will be out of my hands, unfortunately, which was also a part of part of why I didn't immediately call the police.
So you don't have any problem with going forward, you both sharing custody with these girls. You don't have any intention of doing what she did to you and taking your children away. Her children.
No, not at all. I think that there needs to be a situation, some kind of supervision or something, especially at first, because I feel like I can't trust her not to do this again, and so there needs to be some kind of safeguard for that. And I don't know what that looks like, but again, I don't want them to be without a mother. This
You're a good mother. I mean, what is she like as a mother?
She's very loving. This whole time that they've been gone, I've never been concerned that she would starve them or beat them or anything like that. But what is happening to them right now is abusive. The National Center for Missing Children recognize it as abusive. Some of the language inside of Utah State's laws recognize it as abusive. A child who's running can be exposed to all kinds of different things. They can be denied medical care in some instances. They could be subjected to changing appearances, which is really traumatic. In the footage when the police went to a home in Veradale.
How's it going?
Hi, how are you, sir?
Fantastic.
I'm Deputy Gall, Spokane County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
Is Victoria here?
No.
No. Okay, are the kids here?
No.
No. Okay, do you know that harboring minors is a crime in Washington?
I don't have anyone here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Because there's some issues that your daughter, I believe, is Victoria's your daughter. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Adopted.
Okay. Well, she's having some issues down in Utah, and she's not supposed to leave the state with the children. And if she is here, then that also is a crime on her and for you guys for harboring children and lying to the house that knows about it. Lying to the police.
Do you want to come into her home?
Sure, you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
When that Amber Alert comes in, you should probably call 911 because we'll be back. There's definitely somebody living down there. There's like a bunch of like women's stuff. Huh? And there's a locked bedroom downstairs.
But my heart sank the whole time imagining them hiding out in a room, in a crawl space, under a bed, something, while their mom is telling them someone's trying to come and get you. Nobody wants to take them away from anybody, but they need to have their father in their life, as well as their mother. And this is just the wrong way to do things. And it's really, really damaging. It's a trauma that Victoria lived through herself. And that's also has made it really hard because I have to wonder why subject your own children to the same trauma that you yourself has tried to deal with your whole life and try and separate yourself from and heal from. It just doesn't make sense.
Been over a year since anyone has laid eyes on your children. Is that right?
It's been about 11 months. Yeah, not quite over a year. Yeah.
Okay. And other than these few phone calls that authorities had with Victoria, and her saying that she had your children, no one else has been able to verify their safety. And obviously, like you said, you don't, worry about her specifically hurting them, but we don't know that they're going to a doctor. We don't know that they're getting sunlight every day and fresh air and those things. And so you have no confirmation that anybody has laid eyes on your children in 11 months.
Right. Yeah.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. If by chance, and I know it's a long shot, but if the girls happen to be walking by someone playing this video or they happen to see it, what would you say to them?
That I love you. I love you so much. And I will keep trying. That, Daddy will always be here. And I will always keep trying to see you and to be a part of your life. And that I love you. I love you so much. And I miss you every day.
And, you've already said that you don't want their children to grow up without a mother, but is there anything that you would like to say specifically to Victoria right now?
Just to please do the right thing here and reach out in some way, and let's figure this out in the best way that we can, and in a way that makes sense, in a way that keeps them safe. And yeah, I think that's all. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. It's okay. What is it that you want from the public right now? And where can people report if they have any information or they've seen these drugs?
I just asked to please be on the lookout for them. To please also not assume anything. These organizations, the police department, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, they want to find these children. This isn't just a me thing, and this isn't some abusive, controlling situation. I really worry about them. I really want to see them and be a part of their lives, and I'm pleading with people not to make those assumptions or not to paint either one of us as necessarily a good or bad guy in this, but if they see Amelia and Sophia, they can call their local police. They can call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They can call the Provo Police. We even have an anonymous tip line on our website. There's a lot of options, and I just would plead with people to do that. If you see them, to say something, to please just be on the lookout. And Mia, Sophia, I love you. I love you so much.